lies a land so filled with mystery and wonder, one cannot begin to learn all of its secrets. It is said the Old North State is host to countless terrors, monsters and aliens, witches and ghouls, pirates and demons. Some even say the devil himself drags his wretched, immortal soul from the screaming void in eternal inferno, deep in the bowels of... Hey guys! Jesse?
What are you doing?
I'm just, spooky times, naked vibes.
Ta-da! Nice.
You guys had the whole camp set up without me? I wasn't even that far behind you.
What can I say? All those years as a Girl Scout clearly gave me some useful skills.
I could really go for a sleeve of Thin Mints right now. I am starving.
Good news, everyone. I brought snacks.
Yes! Wait, did we save any sticks for roasting marshmallows?
I mean, we are in the woods.
No, I'm not going out there. We just set up camp. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, after setting up this entire camp and fire, I need a minute.
Fine, I'll do it myself. Okay, no! That is terrifying! I am not doing that.
That's why I was talking to myself. That, and I wanted to see the Devil's Tramping Ground, so I drove by it on the way here. Huge mistake. That place gives me the creeps.
Come on, the Devil's Tramping Ground isn't even real.
Hang on. What are you guys talking about?
Right. Welcome to North Carolina, Mel. There's a place in Chatham County where apparently the Dark Lord comes to chill.
Shoot, shouldn't laugh, Ty. Mel, the Devil's Tramping Ground is a 40-foot wide, completely flat circle in the middle of nowhere. It's deadly silent and nothing will grow. No animals will come near there. They say it's where the devil comes to make his most devious plans, and the locals have seen weird things out there for forever. The reports are he's been seen wearing down the earth and scorching the land with his sinister touch.
It's so ridiculous. I mean, the ground probably just has fungus or something.
Okay, then how do you explain how whenever something is placed in the middle of the circle, it's been moved by morning?
Ever heard of possums? Or raccoons?
Either way, we should still go camp there next, just to see.
I don't know. Camping in a weird dirt lot just because it has a messed up pH balance sounds weak to me.
To be fair, Ty's right about it being boring. From what I saw, it's literally just a dirt lot with beer cans and cigarette butts and burrito wrappers. The devil must be depressed or something. My uncle went through the same thing after his divorce.
Anyway, I do want to see the Brown Mountain Lights though. Those sound awesome.
Again, I just moved here. Please fill me in.
Okay, so there's a place north of here that's called the Linville Gorge, where there's a ton of waterfalls and caves and Grandfather Mountain.
Like the Grand Canyon of the East.
Ew, can you not? You're good. Food in your mouth.
Sorry, I'm hungry.
You're gonna eat all of those before any of us get some. I guess I'll go get sticks.
Thank you, Shani.
Anyways, it's huge, and there's a ton of scenic overlooks with amazing views. But there's one with these weird lights that are over Brown Mountain that nobody can explain.
Well, what kind of weird lights?
I've never seen them myself, but apparently they're perfectly rounded, all different colors. And they float around like people holding lanterns almost. And sometimes they'll randomly shoot up and just vanish. And they were here before there were any cars or electricity, so it can't be a reflection or something. And there's been tons of experiments done on them over the years. Actually, scientists caught them on camera at App State a few years ago.
Are you for real? That sounds crazy.
Yeah, you can see it on YouTube. It actually made the news.
Really?
There's a few legends about how these lights came to be, but I have a favorite.
Really?
It's about a girl and her father who lived in the mountains. She fell in love with a man from the village, and he proposed. But on the day of their wedding, when he was supposed to come to pick her up, he never came. Her father tried to convince her that she'd been stood up, but she was adamant that her love would never leave her. She swore he must be lost. So, she lit up a torch and set off to go find him. But she froze to death and never returned home. Her father met the same fate when he went out to look for her. It is said that the two still wander the mountains, searching for the ones that they love for all eternity.
That's not the story I heard.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I heard the one about some guy went out and he got lost, and then a servant went out to go find him, and then he got lost, and now they're just both out there being lost.
Is that it?
Oh yeah, for all eternity.
Oh, and there's one about a pregnant woman and the lights magically appeared to guide her to rescue crews, but she never found those rescue crews.
And now they're out there for all eternity.
The scorch is surprisingly devoid of sticks.
Oh no, well,
We're just gonna have to roast them in a very creative way.
okay.
There you go. Thank you.
Or we could just eat the marshmallows.
We could just eat the marshmallows.
Okay.
Here, have mine.
We were talking about the Brown Mountain Lights.
Oh, I've heard tons of stories about those. I've heard that they're like indigenous legend.
Yeah, isn't there one about a battle that happened on Brown Mountain?
Yes. And that the lights are the souls of those warriors.
Yeah, but that could just be a rumor made up by colonizers?
Yeah, maybe. I should really research that.
Oh, I got a spooky story about lights. Well, one light. It's out near the beach.
Oh, I bet I know this one too.
All right, Hermione Granger, let me tell the story. So there's this train station out near Mako, right?
Oh, that's near Wilmington.
This was, I don't know, 100 years ago.
It was 1867.
It was a dark and stormy night. The bad kind of like to get at the beach with wind and black clouds and sideways rain, the whole deal. A freight train was coming through Mako and the caboose got disconnected. The guy who rides in the back of the caboose, I believe he is called a caboozer. So this caboozer...
His name was Joe Baldwin.
Oh, come on! Anyway, he realized what happened, and now he's freaking out. He knows that another train is coming up the track any minute, and if he doesn't find a way to stop it, there's going to be a disaster. Especially because he's on top of a high bridge thing for trains. It's like a... Well, it's like a bridge with like a railing on it. Wait, what's the word?
A trestle! A trestle! A trestle.
Bless you. Anyway, so he's on this trestle, high over a swamp, in the middle of the night. And he is stranded there because the rest of his train is miles away by now. It is dark, he is alone, and it is pouring. And just when he thought things couldn't get any worse, he hears a whistle in the distance. There's another train coming up the track, full steam. Joe does the only thing he can think to do and starts waving his lantern back and forth, trying to get the engineer's attention. But he's stranded up there. He has nowhere to run. He is stuck up there between his caboose and the oncoming engine, and he's frantically waving this lantern. But then, all of a sudden, the light of the train hits him, so his lantern can't even be seen anymore. So he's waving and waving this lantern back and forth, but the train is barreling down because the engineer can't see him through the rain, and he's waving it back and forth, and then wham! The two trains smashed together, and Joe the caboozer lost his head.
Oh my God, what?
That's right. The crash decapitated him. His head went flying off one side of the trestle, and his lantern went off on the other. And so get this. Later, when rescue crews went out and found his body, they could never find his head. It's still out there in the swamp.
Okay,
Ew,
that's disgusting.
That's disgusting. You know, we're trying to eat.
Sorry. Well, anyway, then they started seeing a strange light out there near the Mako station. It would start off like a flicker, and they get brighter and brighter, like it was getting closer and closer, swinging back and forth. Everybody knew it was Caboozer Joe looking for his head. Apparently, it became an official regulation that trains passing through Mako had to use 2 lights instead of just 1.
Okay, forget everything else. We're definitely going to see this next.
Yeah.
I'll let you tell the bad news, Sydney.
Let me tell that part of the story. Okay. You can't see them anymore because they put roads there a long time ago, and you can't see the light.
Beans.
But every so often, the whole town will decide to turn off their lights just to see if Caboozer Joe comes back.
And
He's out there every single time, waving that lantern, searching for his head.
Oh my god. What is it about North Carolina beaches and headless ghosts? Hey, I thought you were new here. What's this?
Well, not completely new. You see, my family vacationed out in the Outer Banks ever since I was little, so I've heard a lot of stories about the Lost Colony and ghost ships and Blackbeard.
Out of all the pirates in the world, I never understood why that guy was so famous. I mean, weren't there a ton of crazy boat burglars back then?
Like the Wild West of the sea. Yeehaw!
Yes, but technically, even though I hate to admit this, Blackbeard was kind of an evil genius when it came to being a pirate.
Yeah, he really was. His name was Edward Teach, and he kind of just sold whatever he could get his hands on to anyone with enough money. That's how he built a whole network of pirates up the coast, and he had a headquarters in the Bahamas and North Carolina.
So he ran a whole empire?
Yes. And this empire could only be run because of government corruption. Blackbeard shared his profits with the governor of North Carolina just so that he could live here safely without being arrested. All the other colonies wanted him dead, and we just let him hang out here.
That's really problematic.
Totally.
Okay, but to be fair, he had a reputation of being a horrifying person. It could be that Governor Eden was just afraid to tell him to go away, and rightfully so. We're talking about a guy who used to make one of his pirates walk the plank every now and again just to keep the rest on their toes. Yikes. He really liked terrifying people.
Yarr! Make way for the captain of the Queen Anne's Revenge! Blackbeard be my name, treasure be my game. And I'm looking for my treasure. Some scallywag stole it. What about you, lassie? Have you got it? No? How about you, sir? You got my doubloons? No? I'll find you. I know a criminal when I see one. It takes one to know one. No criminals here. Fine, actually, it'd be great to be seeing you again, mateys. It's been too long since we rode the high seas together. I know. I took some time off from pirating because I promised Governor Eden I'd be a good boy if he'd let me live in peace. And he did. So, after I stranded me crew on a sandbar, I settled down, made myself a little life, had a little wife, had a little cottage near a quaint little sea village. I was living the colonial dream. We had a garden. We raised chickens. I learned to cook. I can cook a mean pot pie, I tell you. But it was so boring. There was nothing to plunder but me cookie jar. Oh, my heart longed for my true love, the sea. And that's what we're doing here today, mateys. We plan to sail right back to Ocracoke. After we do that, we're taking a fine cruise to the Caribbean. What say ye? What are you, a bunch of lily-livered landlubbers? If you're with me, say aye, aye, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain. I can't hear you. Aye, aye, Captain. Oh! All right, then. Anchors away!
Curse you, Teach! Ever since you sieged upon Campfire! Good God, man, keep it down. We are trying to plan an ambush. These still waters carry sound.
My apologies, Captain.
Now that I'm all frazzled, where was I? Yes, one moment. Curse you, Teach! Ever since you sieged upon Charleston, every port along the coast has been waiting in terror, wondering where you'll strike next. You've got this coward governor in your pocket, so it seems Virginia must make it stand. Well, that's just fine, sir. After tomorrow morning, the name Captain Maynard will be heralded on all the streets. And I will be the most beloved hero these southern colonies have ever seen. Yes, Once you have met your demise by my hands, the name Blackbeard will be forever forgotten in the sands of time. And in its stead, every street, every statue, every building will be emblazoned. I said, every street, every statue, every building will be emblazoned with the name
Captain Maynard!
Good God. What seems to be the trouble, officer?
The men, they're scared. They're very scared. There's a lot of crying and hugging teddy bears going around.
Tis to be expected. But courage, man. Courage is about facing one's fears and doing what needs to be done anyway.
I'm sure it is, Captain. But, well, this is a very dangerous mission, and the men, they thought they would be provided with cannons?
Surely the men know that these barrier island waters are too shallow to be weighed down by cannons. We need buoyancy. With any weight, we could run aground.
Right, sir.
Yes.
Well, the men, they also thought that they'd be given weapons to fight the pirates with.
Please inform the men that they were each selected for their impeccable hand-to-hand combat. The weapons provided are merely a formality, as I have the utmost confidence to take this crew without aid.
You expect us to fight a bunch of pirates with our bare hands?
Precisely.
And the weapons that were provided for us are just a formality?
Well, that's an exaggeration. They could be very useful, but you get my drift. And speaking of drift, alert the men that we strike at dawn. We will triangulate, we will strike, and we will bring the Ranger and the Jane to any opposite ends of the cove. And we will triangulate and prevent him from escape. Is that clear?
Aye, Captain. But shouldn't we be attacking right now? I mean, aren't ambushes better at night?
But to beat a pirate, one must think like a pirate. Right now, that Scrondle and his men are surely drunk and filled with rum and chaos. It would be unwise to attack drunken pirates. We will strike in the morning when they are exhausted.
Brilliant, sir!
Right, thank you, officer. Now see to it that the men are well rested. We move at first light.
Aye, Captain.
Confound these impassable waters!
Sir, I received word that the Ranger has also run aground. They are following our lead and unloading things to gain boats.
It's a disaster. All hope is not yet lost, men. We will free ourselves to move onward.
No, just another 3-4 minutes, Mum. No. I said I only had 3 lollipops. No. Will someone shut up them blasted puppies? Oh, shiver me timbers. Show a leg. It appears we're under attack. Oh. Tell the men to fire we cannons at these foolish scallywags. Yeah, sure. Where's my libations?
Yikes! They're fired upon us! Quickly, men!
Yeah.
I need you to stay up here and alert to me when tea comes aboard.
Glorious! Let's go say hello! Ahoy! Ahoy there! Yoo-hoo! Hello! Hi! Good morrow to you. I didn't expect to be receiving visitors so early this morning. And it's 2 fine vessels you brung me.
Thank you.
And I'll be thanking you. And I'll surely do that while I drink damnation to you. And I'll brook no quarters to you sniveling puppies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Aha!
Clear up your teeth, or your blast of damnation shall be your last breakfast!
Avast, I I'd be outnumbered.
Tell that to the people of Charleston. Ready, men? Charge!
The fight only lasted 6 minutes. Once Blackbeard was defeated, Captain Maynard decapitated him. They say that the body went over one side of the boat and the head over the other, and that it swam around 3 whole times. Try to find the body.
Crow, rooster, crow. I need the light of day to find me legs. Oh, please, rooster, crow, crow, crow.
Until it was finally swallowed by the murky waters of the Sound. To this day, the place where Blackbeard died is referred to as Teach's Hole, and the people of Ocracoke still see him out there, headless, and hear him calling out for his head in storms. And on the anniversary of his death every year, the sun turns blood red as it sets.
Okay! But firecrackers in his beard? That guy knew how to put on a show.
Seriously, I can't believe I've never heard that one before. Also, look. Sticks. Sticks.
You found them over there?
Yeah, that side has 6. That one doesn't. What a weird forest.
Well, I'm happy to share my story. The beach has a ton of, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Where's Jessie?
Jessie?
Yeah?
What are you doing?
I didn't want to interrupt your story, but I had to, use little boy's room.
Oh, super glad I asked then.
Yeah, I appreciate the thought. Guys, something's coming.
Are you sure? We're way out here.
Yes, I'm absolutely sure. It's a light and it's bouncing like crazy.
Maybe it's Caboose Joe.
That's not funny. It's coming really fast.
Wait, I think I see it. It's going sideways, but it's like slower and dimmer somehow.
Okay, this is actually kind of scary.
It's okay. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's coming at me again. Oh! Ow! Something just happened to my ankle.
Stay right there. I'm coming to get you.
Silly goats. Good evening. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare y'all. I just wanted to let y'all know I was out here.
I'm dead now. I've died frightened.
I didn't mean nothing by it. Well, I was just coming back from fishing, and well, my dog took off with my headlamp, and well, I can't quite find my way home, and well, now he's running around like a little wild mountain man or something.
That makes a lot of sense.
Jesse! Sydney! It's okay. It's just a dog with a headlamp.
Oh, yeah. See, tons of sense for us. That makes so much sense.
I'm sorry. Our friend just fell and hurt their ankle. Are you guys okay? Do you need any help?
Yeah, it's just twisted. It's not broken. We'll be back soon.
Okay.
I don't suppose y'all got any ice. It's okay, I got some here in my cooler. I'll go ahead and make you a pack. I don't suppose you got a first aid kit either?
To be completely honest with you, the only stuff we packed were tents and food.
We also didn't think anyone else would be out here.
Ah, well, y'all are on my property. I live about 1/4 mile that way.
Yeah, that's our bad.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Well, it's no trouble at all. I get all sorts of folks out this way. Backpackers, boojum, moon-eyed folks, fairies.
Hold on. Say what now?
Oh, I reckon I must sound crazy, but these foothills are part of the Appalachians, so we get all kinds of spookies out this way.
We were just talking about spooky stuff, weren't we, Ty?
What about fairies is spooky?
Oh, you never can tell, but the fairy lights, well, they've always been out this way in these woods. They'll travel along with you for a spell, and then they'll disappear. But most folks, well, they'll call them will-o'-wisps.
Oh, I think I've seen those in movies.
Oh, well, they're real too.
Really?
Everyone I know has seen them. In fact, I've seen them since I was a little kid.
What was the other thing about Aliens?
Oh, Moonlight people? They're not aliens. They're just little folk, about 2 feet tall, with real long beards. They're pale, and, well, they got these big blue eyes, helps them see real well at night.
Yeah, that just sounds like aliens.
Could be. All I know is they were here before anyone else.
Wouldn't that be like 1,000 years ago or so?
No, something like that. Now, the Cherokee, they only settled in this area about 500 years ago or so. Now, see, my great-granddaddy, he was Cherokee, so I know a little something about history. Now, the Moonlight folk, well, they're a different kind of human, see? They're not supernatural. They only come out at night to avoid the daylight. No magic.
That doesn't sound scary at all now that I think about it.
You're joking, right? That sounds like actual nightmares, Mel.
I don't know. I've had some really weird looking neighbors, but it sounds like they were pretty chill.
Oh, always were. Real friendly to the tribe, too. Now, the legend has it that when the Cherokee were forced out west, the Moonlight folk cried so many tears that, well, they turned into these stones here that can be found all over the path, just like this.
Oh my god, it looks like it's been carved into a tiny little cross. That's bonkers.
Yeah, now most folks will call those fairy crosses, but I call them moon tears.
So you're telling me these tiny little people that are watching us from the shadows, most likely, cry pointy little rocks?
Well, you could say that, but they are friendly.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely sleep better at night knowing that the ancient mystical beings that cry gravel outside my tent are completely harmless.
Have you ever seen one?
Oh, I've seen a lot through the years. Oh, hey! Oh, how you doing, kiddo?
I've been a lot better before.
Oh, there is a wrap in my first aid kit. Do you want it?
That would be great. Thank you so much.
Who are you? My name is Lou.
Well, I'm Jesse. This is Mel, Sydney, and Ty.
Well, whenever my dog stops messing around, you get to meet him too. His name is Earl. So, where are y'all from?
We're from Fuquay-Varina.
Well, no kidding. That's where I'm from. My folks live out that way.
Any chance you know any spooky stories from there?
That aren't not about aliens. Are not.
Well, Lordy, yes. Y'all got yourself a wampus cat.
A who what now? I can't believe I forgot about the wampus cat.
I said a who what now?
A wampus cat.
No, I heard you. Just what?
Oh, a few years back, people caught a video of a weird cat-like dog thing running around town on camera. Apparently, it had been there for months before someone started filming it.
Yes, I remember this. And my friend's dad worked at a taco plant, and they all called it the taco animal for a while because apparently it kept running around that area.
Weren't there a ton of debates about what it actually was?
Yes, because people said that it looked like a whippet, you know, one of those dog things? Except that it also had the head of a kangaroo and the tail of a rat.
You're telling me this was in Fuquay-Varina, like our Fuquay-Varina?
Yep. The deer hunting community was talking all about it when I was there visiting a while back. Now, these cats are just like the cats the Cherokees have always seen. Now, supposedly, these cats were enchanted women, and they were protecting the community from the spirit of madness.
It couldn't be Fuquay then. I mean, we are full of crazy people. I mean, have you seen our meme page?
Well, they've always been in these parts, all the way up through South Carolina, down through Georgia.
Wasn't one in Fuquay only spotted a few years back?
Yes, my neighbor spotted it too. She said that it was like on her porch eating the cat food she sets out there. She calls it the beast, and it looks like that.
Not really.
Kind of. Abstract art.
Well, speaking of spookies, now that area there, down by the mineral springs, now they say that is one of the most haunted areas in the county. Now, it used to be Simpahaw area before they started farming it. Well, then all the tourists started coming through about 100 years ago or so. Well, let's just say it's got a lot of permanent visitors.
Apparently, Wake County has a ton of haunted spots. I mean, the Mordecai Governor's house, the Crying Prom Queen Bridge, the red guy who runs around somewhere.
Oh my gosh, so much of what you just said was wrong.
Oh, here we go.
Sorry. Would a s'more make you feel better?
Well, yeah, but then you can tell me all the ways that I'm wrong.
Yes, I will. Blue, would you like a s'more?
Well, I would love to join your party. Some more.
Oh my God.
No, never say that again.
That was terrible.
Lou, I am in worse pain because of that joke.
I know I could not help myself. Anyway, I ought to be headed on out. I only came this way, well, because I lost my headlamp, and without it, I don't know which way to get back to my house.
Do you want to borrow a flashlight?
You know, I couldn't do that to y'all. You're gonna need all you got. Besides, I got plenty more back at the house.
Then how about I walk you back?
Well, that would be mighty kind of you.
Should we look after Earl?
You know, I suppose he's already headed back to the house, but if you see him, you send him on back yonder.
Will do.
Now, I'm sorry if I gave y'all such a fright.
It's okay, bro. Oh, ma'am, lady bro, ma'am. Thanks for the ice. I feel so much better.
And thank you for those stories.
Oh,
they were
there
amazing.
are plenty more where those came from. Now, you keep that foot up,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
you have yourself a good evening now here.
Bye, Lou.
Bye, Lou.
Thanks again.
Bye.
Well, I appreciate it now.
It's no problem.
I hope I didn't scare y'all too much with my talking booties.
Actually, I was wondering if you had any more stories that I could tell on the fire.
Now, you sure you can handle that?
Yeah, just as long as they aren't about around here.
All right then. Now I got one that happened up your way here, Raleigh. It happened before the Civil War. This one's about a free man. He ran a grist mill.
Is that one of those buildings with the wheel on the side that turns the water?
That's right. Now that wheel moves those rocks and it actually grinds the grain that turns it into cornmeal and flour.
Oh gosh, hydropower.
Now you got that right. Now the miller is the person who owns the mill.
This is a very educational ghost story so far, Lou.
Well, welcome to my TED Talk.
So anyway, this miller had pretty good business going with all the local farmers in the area outside Raleigh until he married a beautiful but mysterious woman. See, she wasn't from around those parts, so nobody trusted her. When the rumor started that she was a witch, folks stopped coming to the mill altogether. Then all the grain started dying on the nearby farms. Well, folks said that she was getting her revenge, that witch. The farmers also started seeing a big black cat, as big as a goat, with big glowing red eyes wandering through the fields at night. Now, even with all this going on, the miller had an important secret mission that he kept. See, he was known to help folks escaping slavery, and runaways would come to him for food and shelter along their route up north to freedom. About this time, a young man escaped from a nearby plantation. So, of course, the miller took him in and hid him in a small storage room in the mill. Now, this young man heard rumors about the miller's wife, but he wasn't afraid. Witches and cats just weren't scary compared to what he was escaping. He kept a big butcher's knife with him for protection on his travels, and he slept with it beside him. Just after midnight, he woke up to the sound of something coming up the stairs, and he clutched that knife. Coming into the moonlight was that enormous cat, even more horrible than he heard. Its fur looked like black oil, and its eyes were so bright and red that they lit up the room. The cat hissed and lunged at him, and the man fought back, swinging his knife. Well, they wrestled for a moment, and then the man lopped off the cat's front paw with a powerful chop. That cat yowled and ran away. And terrified, the young man stayed up all night clutching his knife until the moonlight turned into sunlight. But when the miller came in the next morning, he was surprised to see that brave young man so frightened. The man told the miller what had happened the night before.
Well, the miller ran to get his wife, who refused to get out of bed. He flung the sheets off her, and to his horror, he saw they were soaked with blood from where her hand had been cut clean off. The rumors were true. She was the witch. The miller banished her from the house to where no one ever heard from her again. And after that, when the crops came back, the farmers began to return to the mill, and the miller's business, well, it thrived once again. That miller fell in love with a local lady, and they were married, and all was well for the community once again. But sometimes, even now, when there is bad harvest, farmers still claim that they see that big black cat with the fiery eyes wandering through the fields in the moonlight.
You're going to make yourself sick with all that sugar.
It's okay. If I barf, I'll make some more room for s'mores. Some more s'mores. S'mores.
So you're feeling better then?
I feel great. I bet I don't even barf anyway. You know, actually, one time
I meant your leg.
What?
Your ankle? The one I hosted a rescue mission for?
Oh, yeah. I feel fine. Thanks for asking.
At some point, we should probably try to have a real dinner.
But why?
Well, one, we can't live off of marshmallows alone, and two, you ate them all.
Oh, no.
All right, so we have a couple of options as to what we can do while we're out here.
Nope. I've got something easy.
Spaghetti it is. We have water right here, so it should be pretty simple to set up.
Both you guys, sit down.
Don't tell us what to do.
No, hear me out. I can boil some water and make some noodles. You guys sit down and chillax.
Your ankle's still really swollen. I don't think you should be.
You guys set up the whole camp and then watch me eat all the marshmallows, and you also saved me from a scary light. The very least I can do is help make the easiest dinner on the planet. Now sit down, no exceptions. This is vacation.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Well, I believe you already have a job all lined up for you. You're supposed to tell me all the ways that I'm wrong about those ghost stories.
Yes. Well, first of all, the Red Man isn't from Raleigh at all.
See, off to a great start.
Guys. What was that? Did you see that?
No. It's probably Earl.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Or a horrifying ancient monster. You just never know.
Well, the Red Man is from Winston-Salem, which is a couple hours drive from Raleigh.
Oh, so I wasn't even close.
No, not really. Have you ever heard of Old Salem?
Like where the witches' trials were?
No, that's Salem, Massachusetts. This is Salem, North Carolina.
But now it's Winston-Salem. It's a long story. That I don't know at all.
Yeah, me neither. But a group of Moravians settled in that area, and now you can go to their old buildings and get history lessons from people in old clothes.
And get some of the best bakery food ever. Oh, that bread. Those skinny little cookies.
No, let's focus. So, in Old Salem, there was a house for all the unmarried men in the village called Brother's House.
Okay, so you guys aren't seeing things.
I can't see anything with all the smoke in my eyes.
Sydney, vision.
I'm paying attention to my story, and I think you should too. Listen.
You were telling us about that bachelor pad.
Yes. Okay. So, the bachelor pad eventually got turned into. That's later in the story, actually. No.
I don't know the story. You gotta tell it.
Okay.
Stop. Okay. So the brothers lived in that house, and then they did renovations on it, and the whole thing caved in and killed a shoemaker called Brother Kresmer that everyone really loved.
That's a bummer.
Well, it's a ghost story, Jesse. It's gotta have a bummer in it somewhere.
Yes, but I wasn't expecting it so quick this time.
Well, the sweet news is that apparently Brother Kresmer never really left.
That's sweet.
Aw, that's really sweet.
Okay. And so, They could hear his cobbling hammer every day, and they would see his ghostly form with the same red hat that he wore when he was alive, darting around corners and all down hallways for years.
Okay. You're telling me you guys didn't just see that? There's something moving really, really fast. You guys didn't see that. Are you blind?
I mean, the shadows? The fire's making the trees look like they're moving a little bit.
No! There's something out there, and it's moving really, really fast, but it's moving too fast, so I can't see what it is.
I mean, it could also just be deer. It is deer o'clock after all.
I don't know. It really didn't move like a deer at all. I don't know.
Okay, we'll all go. I'll help you look for it.
Yes, we will all get up and look for whatever you're looking for while I wait for this water to boil.
Then Sydney still tell her story.
Yeah, go ahead, Sydney.
Okay, so, where was I?
You were telling us about that shoe man ghost who is still in the house with the unmarried dude.
Right, shoe man ghost, unmarried dudes. Well, that unmarried dude's house eventually became a home for widows.
Like the Golden Girls? Who doesn't watch the Golden Girls? I think I want to be Dorothy, but I think I'm a Rose.
Okay, anyway, so one of the widows had a granddaughter, and she never learned of Brother Casimir or of the tragedy, but she said that every time she would go out in the garden, she would see a little man in a red hat come up to her and ask her to play. Can't see him anymore though. Apparently they had a minister come bless the house or something, and so there's no more Brother Casimir.
Boo.
It's okay.
I know I come across as really tough and brave and strong.
Yeah, you do.
But I know I'm like the rock that holds this group together. But like, it's just so hard to be the leader sometimes, you know? Because it's a lot of pressure, and I can't handle this, and I don't ever want to do this again.
Hey, buddy. What up, burrito hoe?
Yeah.
Someone just had a little too much sugar today, huh?
Probably.
Yeah, stand up. Go take a seat by the fire. Take a seat, please.
Ow.
Lou hooked us up with some slow-cooked burritos.
Oh, bless you, Lou.
Fantastic!
I didn't realize I was starving until just now.
Yeah, me too.
Hey! Excuse me, y'all. I don't mean to bother, but would you have an extra? Oh, yeah!
We have plenty of extras, actually.
Thanks. Hey, oh. Did you say these are from Lou?
Yeah, you know her?
Oh, yeah, I love that lady. I saw Earl running around my place earlier. I thought I'd stop and say, hey, she makes the best burritos.
She really does.
Are these beef?
Yeah, they're beef and barbecue, actually.
Oh, that's my favorite.
But there's like something else in it too. It's like fruity.
Oh, yeah, that's her mango salsa.
Oh,
it's unbelievable.
Oh, I'm Jesse, by the way.
Oh, Boojum here. I live in the neighborhood.
Oh, okay. Well, me and my friends are just here for the night, but we'll be out in the morning.
Yeah, well, I won't hold you up then. Thanks for the breeze, bro.
No problem.
Yeah, and y'all stay safe.
We try. See you around.
Ty, Cindy was telling us about all those stories I was getting wrong or whatever. What's the one about the governor's house?
It's haunted.
Yes, but it's different from the Mordecai house, right?
Uh-huh.
But they both got ghosts?
Yeah.
But the red man is something completely different.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I get it. Ty, this burrito is helping so much. While I'm on a roll here, did he just say his name was Boojum?
It's a local word for that thing.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Oh, excuse me. I guess I was just confused because some places he's called Yeti and some places he's called Sasquatch. So, I get it.
Jesse, how are you not terrified right now?
Of what, Boojum?
Yeah!
Oh, well, I don't know. He seemed chill. He was polite. He didn't try to hurt us. He didn't try to scare us. He was just a good dude. Also because I'm the rock that holds this group together. What if all the spooky stuff was just things made up by scared people? And they're all just chill people. We just never got a chance to figure out if they're chill or not.
I kind of like that. I mean, Caboozer Joe was definitely a good dude.
You know, actually, I could get into this theory. I mean, the Moon-eyed people sound absolutely terrifying, but Lou said they were pretty chill.
Yeah, Moonies, good dudes.
Red Man, good dude.
Brown Mountain Lights, good dudes. Wait. Hold on, backtrack. Just for the record, I don't think Blackbeard was a good dude.
Yeah, I don't want to victim blame, but I kind of think he deserved what happened to him on Ocracoke.
Yeah, even though he was an ocean business mogul.
It's great that you see the positives in people, Ty.
Crazy cat lady did not seem like a good dude.
What?
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Lynn told me this story you guys are not going to believe. There's, during the Civil War, there's a late night knife fight and runaway slaves and a demon cat witch
Hold
lady.
on, in order to explain the story, you have to start at the beginning.
Right, but can I do it while we're eating something? Boojum took the last 2 burritos.
Perfect timing. Noodle water is all ready for spaghetti.
Okay, so it started back during the Civil War.
Hey! Great work out there tonight!
You too, Fred. That was a great save when that scaredy cat twisted an ankle. I thought we were done for the night.
Yep, I have not had to interrupt a show like that in a long time.
Well, except for last year when that one group tried to set me on fire. but I do like it when it gets scared. It draws them close together, don't you?
Yep, I sure do. Well, I reckon it's time to call it a night. Same time next week?
Well, same time, same place.
All right.
Oh, and say goodnight to Earl for me.
Oh, where is that dog?